Hello, good afternoon. General Jamie C. here. We're going to talk about today unemployment. I wanted to talk about business. We could talk about business and unemployment. How about that? Or business and being employed. How about that? Business and being employed. Okay, so I have so many stories, it's crazy. So, back in my years of doing those two things, being in business and being employed, it was really a hard thing for me. When you are employed, you are put in a box. When you are in business, it depends. It depends on what business you're in, and can you handle the pressure every day? Can you handle what the business is doing or how the business is handling things? Let's talk about more quotes as well. Focus on being productive instead of busy. I talked about that before. All lasting business is built on friendship. Really? Because some people are not friends. I'm just saying. We're friends in business, but we're not friends on a day-to-day basis. Let me talk to you about that for a second. So, you can be employed and be in business and still not get what you want. There are people out here today, I want you guys to take notes. There are people, I don't have a notebook in front of me. I'm going to just tell you a couple things. Number one, if you are going into business or MLM business, have a strategy. Sit down, have a strategy, have a, sorry, I had to move the table. Have a strategy, have a plan. Write down your goals for the month, for the week. Write down your success at the end of the week. That's what I used to do. Write down how many people you sampled and the structure of how you did it. That's very, very important. How you sampled and how you did it. Storytelling is important in business. Garage selling is totally different. But if you are in an MLM or you're starting your own business, you have to tell a story. You cannot just jump off of nothing. You have to have a story. And you have to look them in the eye. You can't just say, well, look them in the eye and be serious if you're serious about a business. There are times in life when business is not enough. I could start a business for $50, but do I really want to spend that $50 or do I want to spend it on groceries? You got to make that decision. But then when you're working and have a business is great. But you still got to prioritize and keep the bills down. Pay your bills on time. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Pay your bills on time. Don't don't try and go crazy. You have to. I had to when I started. What was it? Organic Gold? Was it Amway? I don't know which one it was. But I had to have a job. I had to have a job. And you cannot afford not to. Their products may run anywhere between $50 and $1,000 for a pack. And you gotta have those things available. So, well, you gotta buy it. What I'm saying, you can't say, well, I'll wait next week. No, when you're in the MLM business, you gotta buy the products. So you gotta have money, you gotta have cash to buy them. So what I'm saying to you is the best way to do it is get a part-timer. In business today, different businesses has changed. Businesses have changed. And see, I'm not out in this world, I'm not out in MLM like it used to be, but I know sometimes it can be fun and sometimes it can be frustrating. And having and being in business, it's not always fun. Because you try and get a team and it's like, I don't even have a team. I don't even have a team. I'm probably the nicest girl or woman or lady growing up here, and I don't have a team. The truth hurts. Building a team. I'm going to talk about that next. But employment and business, you got to be organized. So number one, I used to do business either nights and weekends and do my job during the day, or if I had a flexible job, do my business in the morning and go to work at night. You got to be flexible. You got to be flexible. If your job says, can you work 12 a.m. to 5 or 6 in the morning? You gotta be like, okay. So then you have all day to do your business. But the biggest thing is to stay organized. The biggest thing is to stay organized. I can walk you through a couple of things. Number one is stay organized. Number two is journal and jot down everything. And number three, you gotta stay on the strategy or the procedure that you start. You gotta stay on it. There was times when I wanted to spend that money, like, I need some more earrings. I need my own food. I need this or I need that. It's good to spend it, but then you got to put that money back into the business that you have. A lot of times we as a people want to build an effective business, but I don't know. Sometimes the foundation is just not right. Sometimes it's just not effective. And you gotta say, okay, God, what am I doing wrong? A lot of times I'll pray and say, well, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And I would ask leaders, like, I'll go to my meetings and ask leaders, like, am I doing something wrong? Because the script or the things that they say are one way, and then some people go out and do it another way. The story is important, but you got to hear from them. So let's just say you are a brand new customer getting into my business. Before you get into my business, you got to not only hear my story, but I got to hear your story. I got to hear your journey. I got to hear I got to hear your adventure. And say, wow, that's exciting. You know, and don't make it so boring. Don't make it like, oh, here she comes again. Make it fun. Make it, yeah, I started this business in such a year, and I lost this weight, about 10 pounds. Don't lie to them. Let your story be true. Don't lie to the customers. That's another thing. Do not lie to the customers. That's one thing you don't do. I need to go into business storytelling and telling lies, because people can tell if you're saying it wrong. People tell if you're lying. People can tell. People can tell if you're doing something wrong. People can tell. People can tell. So you have to tell. You gotta say something that is, my family wanted to join me, but now they're not. So now there's room for you to join if you want to join. And smile. Smile. Don't sit there and go. Smile. Act like you love the business and you're excited about the opportunity. A lot of times you gotta be excited even on the phone. And don't lie. Know the system, know the products, know the procedures, know the ins and outs of the game, and go from there. You cannot just jump. You can't just jump. You gotta have some skin in the game. You can't just say, well, I'm just gonna fart around until I find my. No. You gotta find your place ASAP, and you gotta do it ASAP. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go on to another title. Because you can't tell a lie. Most people in business tell lies. They learn it from their leaders and they tell lies. Okay, so it's a whole nother. What I've been saying is you can do business and you can be employed. I spit, didn't I? A lot of times you can do both, but don't go crazy. Write down what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. I used to write down everything. If I used to have to work in a restaurant business and do my business, well, some people say, well, do your business out while you're at work. A lot of people today say no soliciting, which means don't come in here, tell me about your business because I'm working. A lot of businesses today say that. So, you have to not only be excited, but be great at selling the opportunity and making sure they get the product, they have the product, and they give you feedback. If you don't get any feedback, go to the next one. If you don't get any feedback, don't get upset, don't get obnoxious, don't get, oh my gosh, you didn't give me no feedback. Go to the next one. So I've said a lot in this video, and I'm a recap, okay? So you can have, number one, a business and a job. You can have it, but the time when you go out, like to the store, you can prospect at the store, but don't hold the line up. Don't hold the line up for 15-20 minutes. Give them your card. Say, here's my number. If you're interested in my business, here's the card. Just a little hint. Don't hold the line up if they have 20 people in line. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. And that's so true. So you have to build your own dream, and you have to go you gotta go full force. There it is. Full force. The only reason why I got in my writing business is because we as a people sometimes need a opening. And we don't always tell people that we're depressed, that we're going through this hardship, that we're just going through a hard life. Sometimes we don't want people to know. But guess what? We can tell. We can tell. So I'm going to call this business/employed. You can do both. But you got to be organized. You got to be concerned how your mind is going. You can't get offended whether a person says no. You know, I got to talk about the no's in business. The no's in business. That's another one. So go over and look at this next video. The no's in business. Or go down below and look at, but you want to journal your success and the procedure. That's important. If you don't journal the success and the procedure that you did it, people are going to be lost. People are going to be lost. So go do that. If you have any questions or concerns, journalwithjamiec@gmail.com. journalwithjamiec@gmail.com. Journal with Jamie C on all platforms. You can inbox me and let me know how you're making out. All right? God bless you, and I will see you on the next video.